Hello friends, it's Jim O'Rear. Welcome back to my kitchen, where I am cooking for people like me, people who can't cook. And today, our recipe is for Loaded Baked Potato Chowder. Get in the chowder! It's a bad Schwarzenegger. But trust me, the chowder is better than my Schwarzenegger impression. Yes. So let's start out with looking at the ingredients. We are using Yukon Gold potatoes, and these are a cross between the South American yellow potato and the North American white potato. And we use these because the texture is really friendly to work with. These potatoes are good for frying, for mashing, for sauteing, for baking. Just a really friendly potato to use in all kinds of cooking. So we want to take these and just cut them into about 1/2-inch cubes. And it doesn't have to be exact or anything like that. Just cut them into some 1/2-inch cubes, and we will move on from there. Now we use fresh garlic to cook with because fresh garlic has a much stronger and better taste than the prepackaged garlic that you get in a can or a jar or something like that. And it also has a little heat to it. The fresh garlic has a little spice, and we like spicy. So to use this, you're just going to peel off the skin like this, and there could be a fancier way to do this. I just use my fingernails. But you want to peel off the skin until you get to that nice white shiny center. And when you get there, it looks really pretty, just like this right here. And then your piece of garlic is ready to use in whatever manner you want to use it in. For this recipe, we are going to chop it into just fine little pieces. And I don't use a food processor or anything like that. I just use a knife and I cut it into thin little shards. And then I take those thin little shards and I cut them into even thinner little shards until I get the fine small size pieces that I want. This recipe is going to use finely chopped onions, and to do that I don't do anything fancy with a food processor or anything. I just cut some thin slices off the onion, just like this, and then I just cut those thin slices into tiny pieces. And it doesn't have to be exact, just as long as it is fine little squares or little pieces, just like that right there, and you are ready to go. Next, you'll take the jalapeno pepper and just chop the end off of it like this. Then go ahead and cut it in half. And you want to just take the core out, get the core out, as well as all the little seeds. And you're not going to use much of this pepper, so you really just need to clean out one part of it or 1/2 of it. And then you're just going to cut some thin little strips, just like this. And then you're going to take those thin little strips and cut them into just small diced up little squares. And you only need really about a tablespoon of this, unless you just really want a lot of jalapeno. But about a tablespoon is about all you're going to need of these fine little chopped up jalapeno pieces. Now, take a pot and put 2 tablespoons of butter in it. Put it over medium-high heat and add your chopped garlic to it, as well as adding your chopped onions. And then you're going to stir that and cook it for about 4 to 5 minutes. Just kind of get it mixed around a little bit, along with some sea salt and some pepper. So just mix all that mixture up until it starts to get a little brown. And once it does, you'll want to add a tablespoon of flour. Go ahead and mix that flour around for about another minute until it also starts to get brown and thickens up a little bit. And then, little by little, you're just going to add your reduced fat milk. And not all at once, just a little bit. You'll see it kind of thickening up there. And just get it kind of swished around and things mixed up. Then you want to put 1.5 cups of water in there. Go ahead and pop that in there, along with those potatoes that you chopped up and your chicken stock concentrate. And you can add a little bit more sea salt to that, as well as some black pepper. And then once you get all that added and kind of stirred up a little bit, you want to bring that to a boil. And you're going to boil those potatoes for about 12 to 15 minutes until they just start to get soft. Now, while those are cooking, you can go ahead and take your bacon, put it in a pan over medium heat, and just start to get that nice and sizzling, and just get them like a little crunchy brown, kind of like that right there, just so that they're not overcooked, but just a little crunchy brown. Then take them out, and you are going to make bacon bits out of these. Yeah, just take a knife, and it'll be a little tough on some of the pieces, but just make some little bacon bit pieces like this out of all of it. And then once you get those little bacon bits done, your chowder mixture here should be starting to get pretty thick. So you're gonna mash up those potatoes, and you don't have to mash it so that it is a nice, even, smooth mixture. Just mash it and leave some chunks of potatoes in there as well, so it's got a little texture to it, kind of like that right there. You've got a nice little chunky mixture. Then you're going to take half of your shredded cheese and drop it in there, and you're going to take half of those bacon bits and drop those on in there, and then you're just going to give that a good mix. Once it's all mixed up, you are ready to divide it into plates. And I cook for 2 people, so I'm going to divide it up. I'm going to take the rest of the cheese, sprinkle on the top, take the rest of those bacon bits, sprinkle those around, a little dollop of sour cream, and then just top it with those chopped jalapeno bits, just like that. And if it's a little thick, like mine is a little thick, you can always add a little bit more water and make it a more soupy mixture. But there you go, a nice potato chowder. There you have it. Simple, easy to fix. Some loaded baked potato chowder. Get to the chowder! It doesn't work the second time either. Anyway, I hope that you found this super easy. I make my chowder a little bit thick because I like to eat the food instead of drink the food. But if you want it a little thinner, just add a little bit more water than I did, and it will be a nice kind of soupy chowder. So I thank you for watching this video. If you did like the video, just click the little like button, cha-ching, to let YouTube know that you liked the video. And also, click the subscribe button and subscribe to the channel. And if you click that little bell, it will notify you when I have uploaded new videos. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Get to the chowder!